Good evening, future officers. Welcome to EduTap and welcome to another important daily current affairs session in which we cover the important general aware and economic and social issues current affairs from examination point of view. My dear friends, if I am audible and visible to all of you, please give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that we can start with today's session. And today we are going to cover the important current affairs from 10th to 11th of August 2025, right? So I believe that आप सभी की preparations are really going well for your upcoming examinations. So my dear friends, again I am requesting all of you to please give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that we can start with the today's session. Okay. So let me tell you guys that these sessions are your one-stop solution for your current affairs requirement for your upcoming examinations, apart from some other current affair initiatives that we have taken for your current affairs comprehensive preparation for your upcoming examinations. Okay, and we conduct these sessions across the three stages. That is, the first, we basically revise the important aspects of the previous session that we have covered. Apart from that, the second stage is covering the important current affairs of the given date that we have mentioned, and then we solve the MCQs. We practice the MCQs because in the exam we are required to answer the questions on these particular current affairs, right? So very good evening, Guru Raj, Viplav and all other people who have joined us live today in this session, guys. So let me tell you, today I am back with a very important current affairs that we have to cover from your upcoming examinations point of view. Okay, now before moving ahead to the session, these are the latest current affair initiatives that we at EduTap team have taken for your comprehensive current affairs preparation. For example, so many students are having the problem, the pain point of the government scheme कि sir government schemes में क्या करना है, कितना करना है, और कौन-कौन सी schemes को पढ़ना है. So for that we are having a government scheme series that we conduct every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 10:30 AM. Then for the descriptive writing, to basically make you understand what is the proper descriptive answer, what are the elements of the answer and how we should basically write an answer. For that we have a perspective 360 series session that we conduct every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 PM. Apart from that, all the people who are preparing for RBI Grade B officer exams and wherever the finance current affair and RBI notifications are very important, we have the finance 360 series session which we cover every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 10 AM in the morning. And then the last but not the least, your daily current affairs series session where we cover the important general awareness and economic and social issues current affairs. We conduct these sessions every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 5 PM. So I just want all of you to make sure that you are taking the screenshot of this particular schedule so that you are not going to forget and miss any of the session that we are conducting for your comprehensive current affairs preparation for the upcoming examinations point of view, right? So my dear friends, once again, now moving ahead to the important topics that we are going to cover in the today's session. So you can see here there are some important topics. You can see the first three topics are important for your both phase 1 and the phase 2 examination, and the remaining topics are important for your only phase 1 examination, right? So basically how we define these particular bifurcation between the phase 2 and the phase 1 topics, basically the topics, the current affairs which are related to the topics which are mentioned in the syllabus, they are important for both phase 1 and phase 2. Okay, and the remaining which are not related to the topics mentioned in your syllabus, so these are only relevant for your phase 1 examination, and on the basis of that we basically provide you this bifurcation of the current affairs for only phase 1 and phase 2 and for both phase 1 and phase 2. Okay, now my dear friends, let's move on to the first stage of the today's session, that is the revision session. Okay, so here is the very first question for all of you, and let me tell you that you all are required to answer me these questions which are mentioned here. We will going one by one to each and every question. First question is, you have to tell me the name of the country with which India has signed a new protocol in industrial cooperation. So 11th session था उस country के साथ और आपको मुझे बताना है what is the name of that country. So let's see who will be giving me the answer in the chat box. So Siddharth is saying Russia, and most of the people are going with Russia as the right answer. Yes, Russia is the right answer to this question. So Russia is the right answer to this question. This is a India-Russia Working Group on Modernization and Industrial Cooperation. Okay. Now moving to the next question, you have to tell me the name of the state which is India's top exporting state as per the recent data which has been released by FIEO. तो FIEO ने recently exporting data release किया था for the states कि किस state का सबसे ज़्यादा export है in our country. So what is that state? The name of that state is Gujarat. Now the next question, you have to tell me the name of e-commerce website which has partnered with FIEO. With the help of this partnership, we are focusing on boosting the MSME exports in our country. So what exactly is the name of that e-commerce website? It is Amazon. Now the next question is on the National Handloom Day, which date is being declared as a National Handloom Day? And this date is also the same date when in 1905 we started with the Swadeshi movement, right? And what is the date that we are talking about here? It is 7th of August when we celebrate the National Handloom Day. And 7th of August is also the same date when we celebrate Sustainable Agriculture Day. Okay, moving to the next question, you have to tell me the name of Nigerian scientist who has been given the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace. So what is the name of this person who has been given this particular award for the very first time? It is Dr. Arinier. Dr. Arinier is the right answer. Moving to the next set of questions, Parliament has cleared Coastal Shipping Bill 2025. We have already covered in the previous session, where we are focusing on modernizing and simplifying the framework of coastal shipping in our country. And we are having a very ambitious target of -million metric tons that we want to achieve by 2030. And I gave you a trick to remember this data. What exactly is that amount that we are targeting? That is 230 million metric tons by 2030 that we want to achieve. Okay, now the next question is Multi-State Sahakari Tax Cooperative Limited. इन्होंने एक नया ब्रांड लॉन्च किया है for these taxi services to provide affordable driver-friendly alternatives against the players like Uber and Ola. Now, what is the name of that brand that has been launched? Now, the name of that brand which has been launched is Bharat brand. Okay, now moving to the next question, the last one. You have to tell me the name of the founder and CEO of NVIDIA who has topped the Fortune's list of the 100 most powerful people in businesses. What is the name of this person? I can see in the chat box Harshal, Siddharth, Deepak, Diksha, Jatin, Gururaj. Everybody is giving me the right answer. Absolutely right. So yes, to the next question, Harshal is saying Huang is the right answer. So that the name of the person is Jensen Huang. So Jensen Huang is the name of the person who is the founder and CEO of NVIDIA, who has topped the list of 100 most powerful people in the business, and that is the right answer. So guys, I'm really glad to see all of you giving me the right answers to all these revision questions in the comment section, and this shows that आप सभी ने बहुत अच्छे से रिवीजन की है और हमेशा इंश्योर कीजिए कि आप अपनी रिवीजन को इसी तरीके से बरकरार रखें, जब भी सेशन में आए तो रिवाइज कर आए। ओके, अब हम बढ़ेंगे अपने आज के सेशन की तरफ और आज का जो पहला टॉपिक है दैट इज पीएम ई ड्राइव स्कीम। सो गाइस, इंडिया के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिक मोबिलिटी को बढ़ाने के लिए पीएम ई ड्राइव स्कीम को गवर्नमेंट ने लॉन्च किया। सबसे पहले जरूरी चीज है हमें इसका फुल फॉर्म पता होना चाहिए। सो पीएम ई ड्राइव, हियर ई ड्राइव स्टैंड्स फॉर इलेक्ट्रिक ड्राइव रेवोल्यूशन इन इनोवेटिव व्हीकल एनहांसमेंट। सो बेसिकली हम एक रेवोल्यूशन लेकर आ रहे हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस पीएम ई ड्राइव स्कीम। With the help of this scheme, we basically aimed towards enhancing the electric mobility in our country, that is adoption of electric vehicles in our country. And why exactly PM eDrive is in the news recently? Because PM eDrive scheme tenure was only till 31st March 2026, and now government has decided to basically extend the tenure of the PM eDrive scheme from 2026 to March 2028. So please remember this point. This is the recent change which has taken place in the tenure of the scheme, and that's why it becomes really important to be covered from examination point of view. Okay, now when it comes to this scheme, guys, this scheme was launched in year 2024 with a outlay of 10,900 crore rupees, and the major objective of coming up with this initiative, this PM eDrive scheme, was to accelerate adoption of electric vehicles, to establish robust charging infrastructure in our country, and to nurture the electric vehicles ecosystem in our country. So basically हम electric mobility को कैसे बढ़ावा देंगे? बाय अडॉप्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स इन आवर कंट्री। साथ साथ हमें चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को क्रिएट करना होगा एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट एक इकोसिस्टम को नर्चर करना होगा विद द हेल्प ऑफ व्हिच वी विल बी एबल टू अडॉप्ट इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स इन आवर कंट्री, राइट? सो दैट वाज अ मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव and that's why this particular scheme was been launched under the Ministry of Heavy Industries. So Ministry of Heavy Industries के अंडर इस स्कीम को लॉन्च किया गया था, PM E-Drive. Now I would like to ask you, please tell me in the chat box what exactly the PM E-Drive stands for. What is the full form of E-Drive, guys? The E-Drive stands for Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement. That is the full form of E-Drive. A question can even be asked on this line, so please make sure that you are able to remember all these details. Apart from that, when it comes to the eligible categories which are there under the PM E-Drive scheme, so you can see here a list has been mentioned here, like two-wheelers are there, three-wheelers are there, including registered e-rickshaws and e-carts, then e-ambulances, e-trucks, buses, charging infrastructure and upgradation of testing agencies. So जो agencies इस सब की testing करती है उसे भी इसके अंदर include किया गया है. So these are the eligible categories in the PM E-Drive scheme which was launched by the government of India, that is under the Ministry of Heavy Industries in year 2024. Okay, that is the right part here. Okay, so that's all from this news article. Please remember, if I ask you the question right now that what is that the tenure of the PM E-Drive scheme has been extended from 31st March 2026 to 31st March dash. So you please tell me what is the year which is going to fill in this particular blank to answer the question correctly. What will be the right answer? The right answer will be absolutely right, 2028. That is the new tenure for this particular scheme. Okay, now moving ahead, you can see here the detailed session that we have taken over for the PM E-Drive scheme on our YouTube, and when you will be downloading the PDF of the session, just click on this link and this will take you to this session which has been taken by Viksit Sir, and where he has in a very innovative manner explained you the whole PM E-Drive scheme in a very detailed manner, right? So please make sure that you are going to attend this session. Now moving ahead to the next scheme, that is the MERITE scheme. So guys, Union Cabinet has approved the proposal for implementation of multidisciplinary education and research improvement in the technical education. So हमारे technical education के अंदर multidisciplinary education और research को improve करने के लिए ये स्कीम को अप्रूव किया है बाय द यूनियन कैबिनेट. ठीक है, अब ये स्कीम कहां पर इंप्लीमेंट की जाएगी? द स्कीम विल बी इंप्लीमेंटेड in 275 technical institutions comprising 175 engineering institutions and 100 polytechnics. The scheme has been launched with the outlay of 4200 crore rupees to improve the quality, equity and governance in the technical education. तो हमारे technical education, हमारी कंट्री के अंदर जो technical education है और उसको नई लेवल तक ले जाने के लिए, उसको मेरिट में लाने के लिए मेरिट स्कीम लॉन्च की है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने अंडर द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन. लेट मी टेल यू गाइज that this scheme will be covered comprehensively in a separate session by Viksit Sir in the next week. So please make sure that next week you will be attending that session that Viksit Sir will be taking. Okay, I hope this part is clear. So if I ask you what is the full form of MERITE scheme, please tell me in the chat box what is the full form of MERITE scheme that has been recently approved by the Union Cabinet for boosting and enhancing the quality, equity and the governance of the technical education in our country. The name of the scheme is MERITE. So MERITE में ले जाने के लिए टेक्निकल एजुकेशन को MERITE स्कीम को गवर्नमेंट ने लॉन्च किया एंड इट स्टैंड्स फॉर मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च इंप्रूवमेंट इन टेक्निकल एजुकेशन. So this is what MERITE stands for. Okay, so I hope everybody is clear with this particular news article. बढ़ते हैं अपने अगले न्यूज आर्टिकल की तरफ, that is Aadhaar face authentication. So guys, Aadhaar face authentication has recently hit some good records. Now before moving on to the records, it is very important for us to understand that what exactly the Aadhaar face authentication is all about. So this is a kind of service which has been introduced by the Unique Identification Authority of India. It is the similar organization which is responsible for the issuance of the identity card that we Indians are having, that is Aadhaar card. Okay, so Aadhaar card को issue करता है UIDAI. Aadhaar card is a 12-digit number card that we basically receive from the UIDAI, right? So basically ये एक additional mode of authentication है. With the help of the Aadhaar face authentication, we can authenticate the face of the person by matching his face with the one which is uploaded into the UIDAI database. तो बेसिकली क्या होता है दोस्तों, हम UIDAI का ये फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन का मैकेनिज्म यूज करते हैं through which we can identify and we can verify the आधार होल्डर्स आइडेंटिटी. और हम कैसे आइडेंटिटी को वेरीफाई करते हैं, यू कैन सी हियर लाइक देयर इज अ पर्सन जिनकी आइडेंटिटी को हमें वेरीफाई करना है, राइट. So basically what we will be doing is we will be matching his image with the uploaded image that has been uploaded to his UIDAI database, जो उसके आधार डेटाबेस के अंदर अपलोडेड है. उस इमेज के साथ हम उसे मैच करेंगे and then we will be able to verify that whether this person is the same person or not. Okay, so उस टाइम जब एनरोलमेंट हुआ था आधार में, उस टाइम पर उसकी जो इमेज है उस इमेज के साथ इसको मैच किया जाता है. You can see here a successful face authentication confirms that your physical face which is being scanned for verification matches the one which was captured at the time of enrollment, जब आपका आधार नंबर जनरेट किया गया था. ठीक है. Now let me tell you here that we have also integrated this system into the so many parts. Let me tell you, even more than 150 government entities are nowadays using the face authentication system, the Aadhaar based face authentication system. Okay, apart from that, all the medical colleges, 850 medical colleges under the National Medical Commission, they are also using the Aadhaar based face authentication for marking the attendance of the students which are studying in these institutions, right? That's how much useful and advantageous the system is all about. And that's why we have seen recently that the face authentication has hit all-time high of 19.36 crore transactions in July 2025. तो July 2025 के अंदर हमने maximum number of आधार फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन ट्रांजैक्शंस देखने को मिली है. व्हाट इज द नंबर? 19.36 करोड़ ट्रांजैक्शंस. ओके, अगर हम बात करते हैं लास्ट ईयर, तो लास्ट ईयर ये जो नंबर था इट वाज ओनली 5.77 करोड़. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अगर हम बात करें इन सभी ट्रांजैक्शंस का एट सिंगल डे, तो लेट मी टेल यू that the 1st July 2025, it is a date when we have recorded the highest ever face authentication transactions in a single day, and this number was 1.22 करोड़ ट्रांजैक्शंस. इससे पहले अगर हम बात करें जो हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शंस थी, इट वाज इन द मार्च 2025 व्हेन वी रिकॉर्डेड 1.07 करोड़ सच ट्रांजैक्शंस वर एग्जीक्यूटेड. Let me tell you that another landmark and milestone has been achieved by Unique Identification Authority of India, as it has celebrated a landmark 200 crore transactions of face authentication recently. तो 10th अगस्त को 200 करोड़ का लैंडमार्क भी हमने अचीव कर लिया है. Let me tell you that in the matter of less than 6 months we have doubled this number. 6 महीने से कम टाइम पहले ये 100 करोड़ था, अब हमने इसको यहां पर 200 करोड़ अचीव कर लिया. So that is another milestone that we have achieved as a part of this particular Aadhaar face authentication. Okay, so Aadhaar face authentication के बारे में आज हमने अच्छे से पढ़ा, क्या रिकॉर्ड सेट किया है, ये पढ़ा कि एक पर्टिकुलर मंथ में सबसे ज्यादा ट्रांजैक्शंस रिकॉर्ड की गई, दैट इज 19.36 करोड़. एंड अगर हम एक सिंगल डे की बात की जाए, इफ आई आस्क यू व्हाट इज दैट पर्टिकुलर डेट व्हेन वी हैव अचीव्ड द हाईएस्ट, व्हेन हैव रिकॉर्डेड हाईएस्ट एवर Aadhaar face authentication in a single day, what exactly is that particular date? That date is 1st of July 2025. That is the right answer. Okay, so please ensure that you are basically able to answer such kind of questions if a question is being asked in the examination. Okay, that's all from this news article. Moving to the next news article, that is work for Viksit Bharat portal. So guys, in order to recruit young professionals and consultants in the Niti Aayog, so that these people can work across the different sectors of our nation, be it agriculture, climate change, data analysis, industry, and the foreign investment, health and other sectors, Niti Aayog has released a particular portal that is named as Work for Viksit Bharat portal. So India को विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए, you all know India at the rate 2047, that is one of the ambitious target of the government of India. To help it to achieve this target, Niti Aayog has officially launched Work for Viksit Bharat portal. So एक यूजर फ्रेंडली इंटरफेस प्रोवाइड करता है और ये इनकॉर्पोरेट करता है रोल बेस्ड एक्सेस कंट्रोल्स फॉर द सिक्योर एंड इफेक्टिव रिक्रूटमेंट मैनेजमेंट of these employees and the employers, right? I hope this is clear. So Work for Viksit Bharat portal has been launched by Niti Aayog. Okay, that's all. So which organization has come up with the Work for Viksit Bharat portal? The name of that institution is Niti Aayog. That is the right answer. Now the next news article is on India's first animal stem cell biobank. So guys, इंडिया का पहला एनिमल स्टेम सेल बायो बैंक, दैट इज अ प्लेस जहां पर हम डिफरेंट एनिमल के डिफरेंट ब्रीड्स और स्पीशीज के स्टेम सेल्स को प्रिजर्व करके रखेंगे. इट हैज रिसेंटली बीन इनॉग्रेटेड एट द नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एनिमल बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इन हैदराबाद एंड इसको डेवलप किया गया है अलॉन्ग विद द हाई मीडिया लेबोरेटरीज. तो एक स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट फैसिलिटी है जहां पर एनिमल स्टेम सेल्स को स्टोर किया जाएगा और प्रिजर्व किया जाएगा ना हाई क्वालिटी स्टेम सेल्स फ्रॉम द वेरियस एनिमल स्पीशीज. तो एक क्वालिटी कंट्रोल्ड एनिमल स्टेम सेल और इंडिजिनस कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव सेल कल्चर मीडिया प्रोवाइड करेगा ये टू द डिफरेंट वेटरनरी क्लिनिक्स, research institutions, hospitals and industry. Guys, let me tell you that when it comes to these stem cells, these are kind of stem cells which can be used again and again to basically achieve a particular type of traits in the specific breeds of the species, right? एक species के specific breed के अंदर अगर हम एक particular trait चाहते हैं तो उस trait को achieve किया जा सकता है with the help of these stem cells. और इसीलिए इन stem cells को हम काफी decades के लिए भी preserve कर सकते हैं अपने पास, so that if we are desiring some certain kind of trait in that particular animal species, we can use that stem cell in the breeding processes in order to have those kind of traits, and that is why it is really very important, and that's why this innovative step has been taken by NIAB, that is National Institute of Animal Biotechnology. So that's all from this news article. Along on the occasion of this inauguration, some other breakthrough technologies were also been revealed by the minister, and these are basically developed by NIAB for protecting animal health and safeguarding farmer livelihoods. So that's all from this part. Absolutely, I can see in the chat box. So please tell me here guys now, what is the name of that institute where India's first animal stem cell biobank has been inaugurated? What is the right answer? NIAB Hyderabad will be the right answer to this question. Okay, next question is Numbeo Safety Index. So Numbeo Safety Index में 2025 rankings have been released, which basically provided us which are the safest cities across the world. Let me tell you here, अगर हम इंडिया की बात करते हैं, Mangalore was on the top, but अगर हम बात करें in the world guys, so the top 10 safest cities, यहाँ पर हमें top 5 ही याद करना जरूरी है, इसलिए मैं इसे top 5 आपके लिए लेकर आया हूँ. So here Abu Dhabi of United Arab Emirates has topped the index with a score of 88.8. It was followed by Doha, Qatar, Dubai, UAE, Sharjah, UAE, and then Taipei, Taiwan. These are the top 5 safest cities अकॉर्डिंग टू द नंबियो सेफ्टी इंडेक्स. अगर हम बात करते हैं सिटी बाई सेफ्टी रैंकिंग्स की, अगर इंडिया का जो टॉप मोस्ट परफॉर्मिंग सिटी है इन दिस इंडेक्स, दैट वाज मैंगलोर, विच वाज ऑन द 49th पोजीशन फॉर इट्स लो क्राइम रेट्स एंड द very beautiful and strong civic infrastructure. That is why it has been ranked as 49th in this particular index. So here the question can be asked that which of the following cities is on the top as per the Numbeo Safety Index. So what will be the right answer? Abu Dhabi of United Arab Emirates. If a question has been asked guys on the India that which city is on the top, then it is Mangalore, which is on the top from Karnataka with the safety index of 74.2. It was followed by Vadodara, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Surat and Jaipur. You can see here among the top 5 cities, there are 3 cities from the Gujarat only which appeared among the top 5 Indian cities in the Numbeo Safety Index. अगर हम बात करेंगे इस न्यू दिल्ली की, so you can see here New Delhi along with the Noida and Ghaziabad has been ranked among the most unsafe Indian cities. So among the most unsafe Indian cities, you can see these are New Delhi, Ghaziabad and Noida, which are the part of this particular list here. Okay, so if a question is being asked from this particular part, what is the name of the city which is the top performing city in the Numbeo Safety Cities Index rankings? What is the right answer? Mangalore will be the right answer. If the question is being asked across the world which city is on the top, then what will be the right answer? Abu Dhabi of UAE will be the right answer. Okay, everything. I hope कि आप सभी को ये पार्ट समझ में आ चुका है दोस्तों, राइट? अब बढ़ते हैं अपने अगले न्यूज आर्टिकल की तरफ. इंटरनेशनल आर्किटेक्चरल अवार्ड 2025. तो गुवाहाटी के लोकप्रिय गोपीनाथ बोरदोलोई इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट को यह अवार्ड दिया गया है इन द ट्रांसपोर्ट कैटेगरी. ये गुवाहाटी का एयरपोर्ट है, ये प्लेस करता है इस एयरपोर्ट को among the 7 worldwide airports which have been ordered for architectural excellence in this particular part. And here the prestigious award is presented by the Chicago एथनियम म्यूजियम ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर एंड डिजाइन। सो ये म्यूजियम है जो इसको अवार्ड देता है, एंड दिस अवार्ड हैज बीन वन बाय गुवाहाटीज लोकप्रिय गोपीनाथ बोरदोलई इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट, जिसका नाम हमें याद रखना होगा एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से। नेक्स्ट न्यूज आर्टिकल इज ऑन द इंडियाज लॉन्गेस्ट रूट वंदे भारत ट्रेन। तो अभी हमने एयरपोर्ट की बात की, अब आते हैं अपने रेलवेज के ऊपर। सो यहां पर इंडिया की सबसे लंबी वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस लॉन्च की गई है, बेसिकली लंबी इन टर्म्स ऑफ रूट जो उसको कवर करेगी। ओके, सो प्राइम मिनिस्टर इनॉग्रेटेड नागपुर पुणे वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस विच इज द इंडियाज लॉन्गेस्ट रूट वंदे भारत ट्रेन, और ये कवर करेगी अराउंड 881 किलोमीटर्स। 881 किलोमीटर्स का डिस्टेंस विच इज द लॉन्गेस्ट डिस्टेंस विच इज currently any Vande Bharat Express is covering in our country. So please remember the route name Nagpur to Pune Vande Bharat Express. That is the right answer. Okay. So you can see here the picture. That is the right answer. Now move ahead to the next news article, that is Udaygiri and Himgiri. So Indian Navy is going to commission the two frigates जिनका नाम है उदयगिरी एंड हिमगिरी on 26th of August 2025. The date is not at all that much important, but the name of the frigates is very important. दोस्तों फ्रिगेट क्या है? It is a fast medium sized warship which is basically been launched for the multiple roles. ये combat के लिए यूज किया जा सकता है, ये कार्गो के मूवमेंट के लिए यूज किया जा सकता है, and for various other reasons, right? So basically Indian Navy simultaneously पहली बार सेम डे पर दो फ्रिगेट्स को कमीशन करेगी इन विशाखापट्टनम। व्हाट आर द नेम ऑफ दीज आर उदयगिरी एंड हिमगिरी। अगर हम उदयगिरी की बात करते हैं, इसको मैजगॉन डॉक शिप बिल्डर्स लिमिटेड ने बनाया है, और ये 100th शिप है जिसको डिजाइन किया है नेवी के वॉरशिप डिजाइन ब्यूरो ने। और हिमगिरी की बात करें, इट इज द फर्स्ट ऑफ द P-17A शिप्स एंड इट हैज बीन कंस्ट्रक्टेड बाय गार्डन रीच शिप बिल्डर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स। तो GRSE कोलकाता ने बनाया है हिमगिरी को, उदयगिरी को बनाया है MDL ने, राइट? MDL इज द राइट आंसर। सो प्लीज रिमेंबर द नेम उदयगिरी एंड हिमगिरी। ओके, नाउ मूविंग अहेड, BSNL टीम्स अप फॉर इंडस्ट्री लेड डिजिटल स्किलिंग। तो यहां पर ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर, अपने एपेक्स ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर BSNL will be providing the different training programs across the machine learning, 5G, artificial intelligence, and to provide this, it has basically done a strategic MOU with the 4 organizations, that is Ericsson, Qualcomm, Cisco, Nokia and Network India Limited. तो इन 4 ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ इन्होंने स्ट्रेटेजिक MOU साइन किया है। व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन? BSNL, भारत संचार निगम लिमिटेड। सो एम इसका काफी क्लियर है कि हम एक्सेलरेट करना चाहते हैं इंडिया की डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, एंड वी वांट टू स्ट्रेंथन द स्किलिंग इकोसिस्टम इन आवर कंट्री। और इसी स्किलिंग इकोसिस्टम को एनहांस करने के लिए एट इट्स जबलपुर ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट, it wants to basically provide the different initiatives across the 5G, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and that's why this MOU has been signed by BSNL with these 4 organizations. Okay, that's all from this news article. Now moving to the next news article, guys, World Biofuel Day. So World Biofuel Day is observed every year on 10th of August. Let me tell you guys a historical part of this day, that on 10th of August 1893, Sir Rudolf Diesel, तो बेसिकली सर रुडोल्फ ने अपना डीजल इंजन बनाया था दोस्तों। सर रुडोल्फ हैज क्रिएटेड हिज डीजल इंजन, और इन्होंने इस इंजन को पीनट ऑयल के साथ रन किया था। पीनट ऑयल के साथ रन किया था। दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन वी बेसिकली स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग अबाउट द बायोफ्यूल्स, and that is the reason that since that day we are celebrating the World Biofuel Day every year. To commemorate this date, we celebrate World Biofuel Day every year on 10th of August. Okay, this is today's awareness about the importance of non-fossil fuels as an alternative source of energy, जो कि सर रुडोल्फ ने करके दिखाया by running his diesel engine with the peanut oil. That is why we celebrate the World Biofuel Day every year on 10th of August. Now the next day is the World Lion Day 2025. Every year we celebrate World Lion Day on 10th of August, and this year, guys, let me tell you that we basically celebrate this day for awareing the people about the protection and the conservation of lions in our country, right? And the worldwide. और इस साल Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change along with the Forest and Environment Department of Gujarat, we are celebrating the World Lion Day in our country. Okay, so that's all from this news article. Please remember World Biofuel Day and the Lion Day. Both of them are being celebrated every year on 10th of August. Okay, so that's all from these news articles, guys, and that's the completion of the news article that we are having today for our current affairs session of the 10th to 11th of August 2025. And now comes the most important part of the session, that is, in the examination, what exactly you are required to solve, what exactly you are required to answer against, that is the multiple choice questions. And that is why for the practice we have come up with the MCQs for all of you, so that you can revise those MCQs in our session. So here is the very first question for all of you on the PM E-Drive scheme, and I want all of you to answer this question. The question is on the timeline that has been extended of the PM E-Drive scheme. So what exactly is the timeline for PM E-Drive scheme? So we have seen here that the PM E-Drive scheme has been extended from 31st March 2026 to 31st March 2028. So option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer to this particular question, and I can see in the chat box Siddharth, Harshal, Gururaj, Mayank, Deepak, everybody has given the right answer. Well done, guys. बढ़ते हैं अगले question की तरफ. Now the next question is on the full form of merit. See, across the session I have asked you the questions across these lines, and now it's your time to tell me the answer to this question in the comment section. So merit scheme की full form क्या है? We have seen that with the objective of boosting the quality, equity and the governance of the technical education in our country, merit scheme has been approved by the government of India. Now what is the full form of merit scheme? To the question number 2, what is the right answer? It is multidisciplinary education and research improvement in technical education. Option C is the right answer. Absolutely right. Again, most of the people have given me the right answer. Next question, work for Viksit Bharat portal. It has been launched by which organization or which ministry? You have to tell me the name of the ministry or the organization which has released the portal Work for Viksit Bharat portal. The name is Niti Aayog. Option E is the right answer. Now the question number 4 is on the नंबियो सेफ्टी इंडेक्स में 2025 रैंकिंग्स, और आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है यहाँ पर कौन सी स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है। दोस्तों जब भी ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आता है आपके पास, ऐसा लंबा चौड़ा स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड वाला क्वेश्चन, यहाँ घबराना नहीं है, बस 3 स्टेप फॉलो करने हैं और उसके बाद इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करना है। क्या है ये 3 स्टेप? पहला स्टेप है आइडेंटिफाई करना है हमें सेंट्रल टॉपिक को। सेंट्रल टॉपिक क्या है? सेंट्रल टॉपिक है नंबियो सेफ्टी इंडेक्स। सेकेंड थिंग इज वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई द डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, कि हमें आइडेंटिफाई क्या करना है, हमें इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स आइडेंटिफाई करने हैं, करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट आइडेंटिफाई करने हैं, क्या करना क्या है इस क्वेश्चन में। सो हियर द क्वेश्चन इज टू आइडेंटिफाई करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, दिस इज द डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन। थर्ड पार्ट इज आइडेंटिफाइंग द कीवर्ड्स and analyzing those keywords to identify the answer. Okay, so the first statement, India is placed at 67th position among the world's safest countries, that is absolutely right. Second statement, Bangalore जो है recognized as the safest city in India, this is also right, और ये overall 49th position पे था globally. Third statement, Abu Dhabi in UAE has topped the global safety index, which is again correct. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option D. Option D is the right answer, that is 1, 2 and 3. So I can see in the chat box some people are saying option E is the right answer, some people are saying option B. So guys, it is not option E, not option B, it is option D which is the right answer. Okay, so please see here again the question, जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने ऑप्शन बी या डी मार्क किया है दोस्तों, प्लीज फिर से गौर से देखिए सभी स्टेटमेंट्स को, ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स। सो मैंने सभी कीवर्ड्स को यहां पर हाईलाइट किया आप सभी के लिए, सो दैट आप उनको ऑब्जर्व करें, एनालाइज करें और फिर क्वेश्चन का आंसर दें कमेंट सेक्शन के अंदर, राइट। सो नाउ सभी के आंसर्स ऑप्शन डी में चेंज हो चुके हैं, दैट्स वेल एंड गुड। नाउ माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, आई एम हैविंग अ होमवर्क क्वेश्चन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू। सो होमवर्क क्वेश्चन क्यों है दोस्तों? क्योंकि काफी स्टूडेंट्स ने यहां पर क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर दिया है इन द चैट बॉक्स, बट काफी स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे भी हैं जिन्होंने नहीं दिया, और इसके अलावा देयर आर सम टॉपिक्स जिसके अगेंस्ट भी हमें क्वेश्चंस करने चाहिए। फॉर दैट आई जस्ट वॉन्ट यू ऑल कि आप एक बार से इस सेशन को अच्छे से रिवाइज कर लें, और रिवाइज करने के बाद फिर से कम बैक टू दिस सेशन एंड ट्राई टू आंसर दिस होमवर्क क्वेश्चन। ओके, सो होमवर्क क्वेश्चन आपके सामने है हियर ऑन द आधार फेस ऑथेंटिकेशन। So you have to tell me which of the following statements are correct about this particular question. ठीक है, कौन कौन से स्टेटमेंट्स यहां पर करेक्ट हैं, तो आप इस क्वेश्चन को जरूर बताइएगा चैट बॉक्स के अंदर आंसर करके, एंड ऑल द पीपल हु विल बी गिविंग मी द आंसर टू दिस होमवर्क क्वेश्चन, दे विल बी द स्टार परफॉर्मर ऑफ द टुडेज सेशन। अगर हम बात करते हैं लास्ट सेशन की, सो लास्ट सेशन में द क्वेश्चन वाज ऑन द फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन एक्सपोर्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस लेटेस्ट एक्सपोर्ट डेटा। तो यहाँ पर दोस्तों मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि एंड आई वांट टू अपोलोजाइज हियर फॉर वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट कि यहाँ पर जो आंसर था दैट वाज नॉट मेंशन इन द ऑप्शंस, बट स्टिल काफी स्टूडेंट्स ने आंसर एकदम सही दिया है, राइट? एंड द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन वाज ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज ओनली 1. The answer was option E, that is only statement 1 is correct here. Okay, because statement 2 says that Gujarat export performance accounted for over 1/3 of the country's total export during the 24-25. So this export was only just 26% around. So that is basically below 33%. That means this is incorrect part. Now the next statement is Tamil Nadu and Telangana figure among the top 6 states. अगर हम बात करें यहाँ पर टॉप पर था गुजरात और 7th पोजीशन पर था तेलंगाना. So that's why third statement is also incorrect. So second and third statement, both of them are incorrect. Right answer is option E to this particular question. Okay, I hope this is clear. And these are the star performers of the previous session. You can see here we have Samatha, Arnav, Nicholas, Loem, Ayushi. These are the star performers from the previous session. If you also want your name to be mentioned here in the next session, please ensure that you are also giving me the answer to the homework question in the comment section correctly, right? So guys, that was all from the today's session. I believe कि आज का सेशन आप सभी को पसंद आया होगा. एंड यहाँ पर एक सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है दोस्तों कि इस सेशन को अटेंड करने के बाद जब आप अगले सेशन में अगर आएंगे सो डेफिनेटली इंश्योर कीजिएगा कि आप प्रॉपर रिविजन के साथ आएं. और प्रॉपर रिविजन आप कैसे कर सकते हैं? फ्रॉम द पीडीएफ ऑफ द सेशन. ये पीडीएफ आपको मिलेगा टेलीग्राम चैनल पर, जिसको ज्वाइन करने का लिंक आपको नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया गया है, ठीक है? जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द लिंक एंड यू कैन डाउनलोड द पीडीएफ. वहां पर आपको हमारे सारे यूट्यूब सेशंस के पीडीएफ्स मिलेंगे. यू कैन एक्सेस देम and you can revise those topics accordingly as per your convenience. Okay, so PDF से आप पढ़ सकते हैं. For that you have to basically join the telegram channel. Okay, so that's all from the today's session guys. I hope that आज का सेशन आप सभी के लिए अच्छा रहा. And now if you are having any queries, please feel free to ask your queries in the chat box. Apart from that, I would like to tell you here that please make sure that you are not forgetting to join me tomorrow at 6 p.m. on our EduTap's YouTube channel. Why? Because tomorrow I am coming with the reports revision. So reports revision session is there tomorrow for the month of June 2025, right? So June 2025 का reports revision session कल होगा दोस्तों 6 बजे EduTap के YouTube चैनल पर. प्लीज ज्वाइन करना ना भूलें. जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने रिपोर्ट्स को अच्छे से पढ़ लिया है तो उनके लिए एक वेकअप कॉल रहेगा कल कि उनको कितना डेटा याद है और कितना डेटा याद नहीं है, और जिन्होंने बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ा है तो वो पढ़ के आना कल, राइट? अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट जो बिल्कुल भी पढ़ ही नहीं रहा है दोस्तों, उनके लिए वेकअप कॉल होने वाला है कि अब टाइम आ चुका है, एग्जाम सीजन फाइनली ऑन है दोस्तों, पढ़ना शुरू कर दो. सही टाइम है. इस टाइम पर भी अगर आप पढ़ लेंगे अगेन डेफिनेटली इट विल बी रियली ग्रेट फॉर यू एंड यू विल बी रियली मूविंग टुवर्ड्स योर सिलेक्शन इन योर अपकमिंग desired examination, right? So Siddharth is asking that there is another channel for EduTap banking exams, so where current affairs are conducted on a daily basis. Should we follow that as well? So Siddharth, basically अगर आप banking examinations की preparation कर रहे हैं then आप उस channel को follow कर सकते हैं, definitely no doubt. अगर आप रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं डेफिनेटली यू कैन फॉलो दिस चैनल, बिकॉज यहां पर हम रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज के अकॉर्डिंग कंटेंट को कवर कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज यू कैन सी दैट रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज एग्जाम्स आर क्वाइट डायनामिक एंड अनसर्टेन इन द नेचर. दैट्स व्हाई अ डिटेल्ड coverage of the news articles is required from the examination point of view. Okay, I hope Siddharth your doubt is clear. So Mayank is asking कि कौन से मंथ का रिपोर्ट सेशन है. So Mayank, basically it is June 2025, right? So June 2025 का करंट अफेयर सेशन होगा कल. Okay, it is not for the May, it is for the June. अगर thumbnail में ये May लिखा हुआ है, do not worry, I will get it corrected. Okay, so thank you for letting me know that. So guys, I hope कि अब सभी स्टूडेंट्स की क्वेरीज रिजॉल्व हो चुकी हैं. अगर आप कोई और डिफिकल्टी फेस कर रहे हैं अपनी प्रिपरेशन में, so do not forget to share your concern by emailing to us at hello@edutap.co.in. You can also call us at 8146207241. Okay, now guys, I will be meeting you in the next session tomorrow. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all